I'm going to show you a feature in the mini extensions form that allows you to create line items within the form. What this means is you can create a linked record within the form that will allow the user who's creating that linked record to fill up all of the details you'd like them to fill up for that linked record and then automatically link it to the form. I'll show you what I mean here. So this is a demo of this feature, and let's say, this is a form, and let's just, start just filling up some things in this form, and then we'll see this thing right here. And what this is it's a way to add linked records with all of their details within this form. So this is a linked records field. I can show you if I go over here. You'll see this order line items is a linked records field. And what I expect to do now is I want to be able to create those linked records with a full form experience. So I'm able to input all of the details I'd like my users to input. So let's do 3 here. Then let's do something else over here and then just click save. Then I can just do a couple more. And the idea here is that the user would be able to do these a bunch, right? And then after they are done, they can submit the original form, and then automatically those four records that got created as linked records are now linked to the record that was just created. So this is the record I just created. As you can see, those are the 3 linked records I created. And yeah, so it's just an easy way of adding linked records within the form with all of their details that you'd like the user to have. I'll show you how you'd set this up now. Start by setting up your mini extensions form. You can watch the video here to see how you can do that. And then once you are done with that, add your linked records field here. In my case, in this demo, it's going to be vendor. And for vendor, if you click on it, you'll be able to see that there is an option to allow creating new records. Now, if I check this, I will see a new option down here where I can select a mini extensions form for that adding experience. So typically what you'd want to do is click on this add button and then create a second mini extension form. So let's call this vendor. And what you'll see here is this gets selected and then I can open it. And what you'll see here is it's a fresh form, right? And that form is for that linked table. So we have the form that we have here for the original table, and then another form for the linked table. So that's the form that shows up in the pop-up. So you can just, start here, fill up your user API keys, fill up your base, and just set it up as you normally would. And the table that you would want to select here is the table that is for that linked record. So in my case, vendor links so vendor here links to this table. So in the mini extensions form, I would want to, the new mini extensions form, I would want to select this table right here. Okay. And once you do this, you can select it. I've actually already done this before, so I'm going to select the one I already have. Then I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to go ahead and save this. So I'll open up the form now. So I can fill up a name. Let's say I fill up my name here, and I can just fill up some secondary information. And then for vendor, as you can see, currently the implementation is to allow me to select from existing vendors, right? So I say, let's do box here, let's do this. And then I can click on this little plus sign to add a new vendor. And in my case, let's say test, then I'm going to click save. Then it automatically gets added here. If I want to remove it, I can. Then I can click save and be done with it. And then I want to show a second sort of demo where now I don't want the user to be able to select from the existing vendors. So you can come in here, click on that linked records field, and then you can select the hide linked records selector. And that's that selector you saw on the left side where people can see existing linked records. If I do that, the user will be able to add new linked records, but not be able to see any of the existing linked records in my system. So I can, just come here, do a test here, click save, gets added. So I'm only, it's sort of like an add mode only, where I can only add new linked records, but I can't look at the existing ones. Click save. And then if I go back to my table in Airtable over here, you can see that that was the first record I created, and that was the second record I created.